What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Double D Podcast, the Davram Download. And we've got some new news in the realm of content creation, specifically the website that's been around for ages, what kind of got this content video thing going, and that's YouTube, which we're on right now. They made a change as of, let's see here, today is the 18th of January 2018. They made the change 2 days ago, January 16th, 2018. And I don't know how many people actually know of this update. I know YouTube creators are on kind of both sides of it. Obviously, you've got the bigger creators who are, they're encouraging smaller creators to stick to it. Smaller creators and medium-sized creators, I say medium to low-sized creators, are kind of up in arms about it and not very happy about it. We knew this was going to be coming, okay? The Logan Paul horrific, awful video about the suicide forest in Japan. We knew it was going to do something. We didn't know what and we didn't know when, but we knew it was going to do something, and YouTube was going to have to do something to protect their ass in regards to keeping advertisers here. And one thing that they can do to affect that is ultimately remove monetization from more people. With that being said, they're not going to take it away from most likely larger people, just because those larger people already have their communities. They already have their style in which they create on. So if they're doing something that YouTube doesn't like, most likely it's already been addressed or is in the process of being addressed. So they're not going to be targeting these. These are folks that are right around the monetization threshold and or just over top of it. So this is targeting those smaller or mid to small range content creators. So what was the threshold to start monetization on YouTube? The threshold prior to January 16th was 10,000 lifetime views. It didn't matter how long people viewed it. It didn't matter anything like that. You just had to have 10,000 unique lifetime views on your channel. I think I'm sitting just under 3,000, right? I have not been putting as much focus on YouTube as other people. My main focus is live streaming on Twitch. So though I want YouTube to be successful and I want this channel to grow, I need to, dedicate myself to uploading more videos each and every week, which is a 2018 goal of mine. So hopefully more videos will be coming out on a more consistent basis. I don't have a schedule down yet, just because of real life things and stuff like that. But that's for another day and another time. But when it comes to this, I'm just under 3,000 views, probably been uploading to YouTube right around the 6-month period, right? So it was one of those things that hopefully in 2018 I was going to reach the point where I could monetize again, because that was removed early last year from anyone. Most people could monetize before. They made those adjustments because of Adpocalypse. Well, here we go again. So what is the new requirement in order to be able to monetize, or what's known as YouTube partnership? So the change from 10,000 lifetime views to 4,000 watched hours in 12 months. So that means it's no longer about how many times your video is clicked on, but more so how long people are actually watching the video itself. Most videos that I watch are usually anywhere between the 5 and 25 minute mark. So with that being said, 4,000 hours, that's a lot of hours that people are going to have to spend, especially with the small creators just trying to get their name out there, trying to get the views. Unless I upload a video for MMORPG.com, most of my views are usually in the 10 to 15 range, right? Now, some people are watching it all the way to the end, 15, 20 minutes. Some people watch it for 5 minutes and decide that that's not for them, and that's absolutely fine. 4,000 watched hours, in my opinion, is a much harder benchmark to hit than 10,000 lifetime views, because 10,000 lifetime views is basically 10,000 clicks, and we were already at almost 3,000, and I wasn't even really putting the effort that I should have into it. So 4,000 lifetime or 4,000 watched hours in 12 months. So in a calendar year, you must have 4,000 watched hours. The other thing that you have to hit is 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. I'm sub 100 and have been there for quite some time. So those are two very lofty goals that YouTube has put in front of you. Now, why would they do this? Well, so in the light of a Logan Paul video or a very viral video that goes out and in a video that was very distasteful and something that could cause a lot of content creators and YouTube a lot of money, they have to now determine, well, what's the fastest way to get big on YouTube? Going viral. How do you go viral? You put something up there that's crazy, that's stupid, that is in your face, ridiculous, or absolutely outlandishly rude or offensive in some way, shape, or form. The Logan Paul thing being outlandishly offensive, very much so to the majority of the people in this world. So that's how you go viral. Well, when you see something like Logan Paul go viral, now you're going to have the copycats, right? A long time ago, we used to have the jackass stunts or the fake prank stuff, and there was all these copycats that kind of rolled on top of each other and went viral. Well, now 4,000 hours watched in 12 months, right? That can still be something viral. But people watching your stuff are most likely not going to subscribe to your channel unless they see something that they can go back to and watch time and time again, right? You've got your favorite channels on Twitch, you've got your favorite channels on Mixer or Hitbox or even your TV, right? Netflix, Hulu, you've got your favorite shows that you always go to and they're the ones that pop up all the time. That's subscriptions. Well, if you see one really good video and this person has no other videos or one really bad video that you just are mesmerized by, you might get that 4,000 hours watched in 12 months or a year. But people might not necessarily click that subscribe button because there's no other content there, or the other content there is not as entertaining and it's maybe not as consistent. So those are two really lofty goals that YouTube has now put up and said, hey, this is what we want for our partners. And in my opinion, I completely agree with it. I know why the smaller or mid to small range content creators are up in arms about this, and the big creators are, trying to encourage people, keep going, stay consistent. I've got two numbers that I've got written here in my studio, and I want to share them with you and why. One says 10%, and the other one says 3 to 5. 10%, let's start with that one. 10% of content creators that start today will make it. Less than 10%, actually. Content creation on YouTube, on Twitch, Mixer, Hitbox, all over the internet is so saturated, and you have to work really hard with social media, with your persona, with whatever you're trying to do. You have to work really hard in order to get a single view, let alone multiple views, or on Twitch, subscribers and things like that. So less than 10% of people who actually start today will actually make it as a full-time career. And that's fine. Not everyone makes content because they want to make it a career. Some people make content just because it's fun or it's something to do while they're playing a video game, or it's a way for them to get things out that they have inside of them. And it's just something fun. Maybe they were someone who was in theater or wanted to try theater at some point in school, and this is their way to get that hobby out, but it's not something they want to do full time. I want to do this full time, and we're going to put in the work in order to make that happen. But again, keep in mind, less than 10% of content creators that start today will actually make it. And that's not to say you shouldn't try and really work hard at it, but that's just the facts. 3 to 5. In my opinion, it's going to take you from the time you start being consistent and working hard, it's going to take you 3 to 5 years in order to get to a point where you might make it. Not you're going to make it in 3 to 5 years, but might make it in 3 to 5 years. That would be, in my opinion, in the 3 to 5 year mark is where you're going to need to start assessing your numbers, start assessing your skills, your work-life balance, start to assess everything and see, can I make it? Because the numbers are not going to lie. Are you growing? Is your follower count growing? Is your subscriber count growing? Are you networking enough? Are you reaching the people you want to reach in order to make the business work? So 3 to 5 years, I would say, is the period of time where you're going to be able to see, is this something I can do? Or is this something I just should probably do for a hobby? And always keeping in mind, less than 10% of people are going to make it. And again, not saying you shouldn't try. If it's something you're interested in, give it a go. If you're good at it, passionate about it, consistent about it, and want to push yourself, maybe you're that 10%. So what happens to the people who are close to those numbers, 4,000 views in 1 year and 1,000 subscribers? If you're close, but you haven't hit that number yet, you have until February 20th, 2018. So roughly 30 days or 1 month. It's actually probably 33 days based on the announcement. 33 days or basically 1 calendar month in order to hit those numbers, or you're not going to make the program and you're not going to be able to monetize. If you're already in your application process and you haven't hit those numbers, your application on February 20th, 2018 will be denied or withdrawn until such time you hit those numbers and you're pushed over the top. What happens to people who are currently being monetized and they're not at those numbers? They have till February 20th, 2018 to hit the numbers, or their partnership will be removed. And a lot of people think that's unfair, like, I've already made it, right? I've already made it, you shouldn't be able to take this away. Well, here's the thing. YouTube is the place where you're making the money. They set the rules, they make all the decisions, and they have to make decisions in order to protect not only their business there at Google, but they also have to protect the content creators out there who are doing this as a living. And some of those people who might not be at the number might be doing this as a living with, Twitch being supplemented, income. But YouTube and Twitch are technically competitors. We're both online content. We both have recorded stuff. We both have, the live stuff now. So it comes down to the fact of it's a business. And we have to make sure that the ad revenue is still going to be coming in to Twitch, to YouTube, to Google, to Mixer. And in order to do that, they have to protect it. In order to do that, they have to set standards to ensure that people who are small and make 1 or 2 viral videos and make it, because of a Logan Paul thing or something like that, they have to make sure that stuff is stamped out and removed as much as possible for the copycats. Because again, we're protecting the ad revenue. And I know a lot of people are like, well, it shouldn't be about the money. It shouldn't be about the money. It should be about the enjoyment of content and your love of video games. Here's the thing. It's a business. It's about the money. Okay. You don't go into McDonald's and say, I want a 40-piece chicken nugget and say, I want it for free. And they're going to look at you and be like, no. And you're going to be like, well, but I love McDonald's. You should do it because I love you. No. Okay, it's a business, right? There is time. Time is money, right? My time is worth money. Big content creators like PewDiePie or Boogie or Sevidus or Bacon Donut or anyone out there on the content realm, their time is worth X amount of dollars. And the ads that pop up and things like that, that's what pays for their time. Or on Twitch subs and things like that. So you have to understand that though we love watching YouTube videos, we love watching the Goofy Cat videos, we love watching, Francis beat stuff up or Sevidus curse on Twitch and call people all sorts of names. We love that. And that's great entertainment to us. But if the money is not flowing in some way, shape, or form, these people can't do that for the hours upon hours that they do it. On YouTube, when it comes to recorded content, the only way they're going to be able to do that is through a Patreon subscription or their ad revenue. In order to have that ad revenue, advertisers have to trust YouTube in order to make sure that their algorithm is putting their ads on videos that they can stand behind. Bottom line. So again, it is a big deal, especially a big deal for a lot of creators out there, myself included. The bar's just been raised. For me, I don't back down from a challenge. Don't back down from a fight. I see that bar up there, and I'm going to keep climbing towards it. And I encourage each and every one of you who are interested in content creation to do so. If you have a broadcaster or a content creator that you absolutely love, help them out. And by I say help them out, if they have a Patreon, subscribe to it. If they've got like a tip jar, tip to them. If you have no financial means to help them out, you know what really helps out? Sharing videos. Put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter, take a picture of it, put it on Instagram. Get the video out there so more and more people can view it, because ultimately that helps us and that will help them achieve either monetization, or if they're already monetized, it'll help them make the living so they can continue to make the videos that you absolutely love. Thank you guys again for listening. Thank you guys for taking the time to listen to today's podcast, our Davram download. You can catch me nearly every single night on Twitch TV/Davram Gaming. That's twitch.tv/Davram Gaming, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time most of the week, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the weekends. Thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you online.